now the stories unfold. From dial-up dreams to LinkedIn kings, he taught the world how to build through strings. It's the Max method, no guessing, just growth. 4 steps deep, he's coached them both. Top earners, big burners, trainers and pros. Max lit the fire, now everyone knows. Started with a spark, now the blueprint's live. Thousands trained and they multiply. From Facebook chats to LinkedIn leads, he plants the seeds, then watches them succeed. Mentor to coach is the guide for the great. Author, speaker, shaping fate. You don't just follow Max, you duplicate. That's how legends elevate. It's the Max method, built to last. Social selling, scaling fast. Call him the father, the go-to name. Max Steingart, he changed the game.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to our first of 2 live Ask Max sessions. And of course, tonight we have session 3 of our August social network bootcamp for LinkedIn and Facebook. Now, at the end of the week, on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we have our 3-day top earner retreat. And we've changed the format for my boot camps, and to encourage all the participants to engage the people that they're already connected with, in addition to reaching out to new people. Let me look in the chat question box. All right, so Joe is writing, I had people react to my job change. That's exactly what we anticipated. And the people that react, this is another way to basically start conversations with people. Now, it all depends on who those people are that reacted, how you see them as a potential business partner or not. Not everybody that reacts is going to be somebody that you want to react to. If you're reaching out to 10 to 20 people every day, your goal in this boot camp is to sign up a minimum of 5 people. And when you continue the process, you can get to where you're signing up 5 people a week. Okay? And so Joe says, well, most of the people that responded, you've never talked to. All right, so we're going to jump in and I'm going to demonstrate exactly how this process works. Now, for those of you that are students that are in boot camp, tonight's session on communicating with people, and then Thursday's session on how to close are, frankly, the most important parts of boot camp. But there's activity that you create that puts people in the position for you to start talking to people. And if you're not talking to people on a daily basis, well, your business isn't going to grow. So you have to ask yourself, how bad do you want to be successful in your business. How bad? If you're not engaged in the activity, it's not going to happen. So our boot camp challenge has been incorporated into boot camp, and we're now on the third session of our August boot camp, and there's going to be activity that builds on your previous activity. In August, if you're putting forth the effort and you're reaching out to 20 people a day, then in September, you're going to only have to reach out to 10 people a day. In October, 5 new people a day, because you're going to be working with the people that you started the process with in August and September. When you repeatedly execute the steps in a 90-day game plan, you'll develop strong business building habits needed to attain your goal. But if you don't act, if you don't take the steps, nothing is going to happen. The concept of a 90-day game plan was originally introduced to the network marketing industry over 30 years ago by Burke Hedges. When I released my shaking hands on the internet training program, it created quite a stir. Everybody knew that social media was where you wanted to go. The social networks, the biggest one at the time was America Online, followed by ICQ, but it really didn't take off and gain acceptance until Facebook. Now, prior to Facebook, you had MySpace. But Facebook made it legitimate for people to put on their names, put their pictures in, and the profiles on Facebook were originally so easy to understand, easy to read, that they outpaced MySpace. When Bert got a hold of my courses, he fell in love with them. Now, Bert was a multi-million-dollar business builder in Amway, wrote 2 books, Who Stole the American Dream and The Parable of the Pipeline. Started a publishing company and then approached me to distribute my new training. George Ruiz and thousands of other top earners have applied my social networking formula to the principles of Burke's original 90-day game plan with predictable results. George has been a $1 million earner, 5 companies. And he's helped over 50 people become $1 million earners in a number of companies. Mark Yarnell used a 90-day game plan to build a business of 12,000 people in 6 months. Mark wrote 2 books, Your First Year in Network Marketing and How to Become Stinking Filthy Rich. And this was old school methods. And back then, the concept was get into a company, stay with them for an extended period of time, and Dan, I saw you registered for this. I'm glad to see. In fact, I'm going to switch up my schedule here because I love success stories, and let me hop over here and gonna unmute you so we can catch up. Dan, I was just thinking about you last week. How have you been?
I'm doing really good, Max. We we were approached and we've initiated the sale of the company. And we're exiting with a pretty good sum.
So, um, okay, so to have all of you catch up, Dan, why don't you explain to everybody how we originally connected and then what happened? So, what you just said will make a lot more sense.
Right. Okay. So originally we connected when I was with Melaleuca, and everything was going okay for a while with me, and then once I got into your training, I started doing with Melaleuca, and I exited Melaleuca after my sponsor died, and after that happened, it was really tough because I kind of knew him, had met him quite a few times, and it just really hit me hard. I didn't do anything with Melaleuca for a while, and then after a while, I was doing the exterior cleaning, and at this time, I'm not allowed to mention the name of the company or anything due to the fact that we're exiting. And it's like I'm not, you know what I mean there. There's certain things that we're not allowed to disclose at this point. But anyway, so exterior cleaning, and I said, you know what, I wonder how I could use Max methods to boost my cleaning business. So I started reaching out to people in the local area, and then we started looking at doing other things on a larger scale. And so I started reaching out to businesses, hotel chains, things like that. Reached out to the cities and the counties, and we started cleaning water towers. And then I actually came across somebody that worked for a telecom that handles a lot of their towers. And those big cell towers, they need to be cleaned. And so we wrote a contract. We ended up writing a contract with them, which actually took multiple years to put the contract together. And once we got the contract together, we started doing cleaning, and that alone was a multi-million-dollar project. It was a 3-year contract that was $6+ million, and it blew us up. We had to buy more trucks. We had to hire a bunch of people. We went on a large scale growth spurt very quickly, and it was all because of the methods that I learned from you that taught me how to contact people and not be pushy, and just get them to open up and just to talk to them. And so through that process, we ended up doing like multiple millions of dollars of cleaning, and we made quite a bit of money. And then recently, someone approached and asked us about buying the company, and so with the exit, we're doing very well.
Well, if I remember correctly, initially, and you were one of their first, or their first,
like a franchisee initially, I was, and then I brought so much to the table that I became a partner.
I remember that.
Yeah, because I kept bringing things to the table, like the hotels. We started cleaning for hotels, and we cleaned with drones. So the hotels were very happy with that because of the fact that otherwise they had people with lifts and stuff driving over their landscaping and blocking their entrances and all that sort of stuff. So our cleaning is with drones, and we can clean in 20 minutes 20 to 30 minutes, which takes them hours to clean with lifts. And so, it just totally sped up the process, gave us an edge over all the competition. And that from there, like I said, the drones turned into cleaning water towers, which cleaning one water tower is a 3 to 4 hour process for us. And they're like $10,000 a piece. Not too bad for 3 or 4 hours.
Right.
So, and our margins are, our cost is about 35% maximum. I mean, on our most expensive things, which, believe it or not, is cleaning homes, costs the most because of the fact of transportation to and from each project for the smaller amount of money. But we ended up doing very well, and we exited each of us. There's 3 of us that were partners and multi-million-dollars a piece, and I am in a position that I've never been in my life. Never imagined it. When I first came to UMax, I squeezed out. I actually, was robbing from Peter to pay Paul to take your what do you call it? Your boot camp.
My boot camp, and then you got into coaching.
Right. And so to take your boot camps and everything, I mean, it was a long stretch for me. And so to now where we're doing very well.
So what are you doing now?
Actually, as you see on the screen, I've started an agency. We're now launching. What we do is we help small businesses use AI to build their business. And so one of our biggest way to do it is we're doing summits. We're putting together summits. So we're gonna, instead of doing that just online, which we are doing online marketing with it, but we're going to be going across to other. What we're doing is in the city, like we're doing a summit in each city. So what we're doing is inviting businesses to come out to learn about AI and how it can help their business. And they're paying $1,000 a person for these events. We have an event coming up in about almost the middle of next month, and it's 50 people at $1,000 a person. So, and we're going very high tech. I mean, we're using 3D elements, 3D projectors that people will come in and they will speak to an AI to register. A 3D projection of an AI to register. We're going pretty high tech with it. We're going to take it to the next level.
What city is this event in?
The first event's going to be here in Florence, South Carolina. And then from there, we're planning events in Greenville and Spartanburg and Columbia. And then we're going to move on to we got some plans to move. We want to do a larger event down in Florida. We have some people down there that we're talking about doing an event in Tampa. And in Tampa, we're hoping our goal is to bring a couple hundred people into the room and just continue to increase it and maximize it that way. And it's fun. It's a lot of fun doing now what I never thought I would do before.
Amazing. It's amazing, isn't it, when you think about it?
Yep. And actually what you're seeing on my screen right now, I did a lot of that, just going right back to your systems and building out my profile. Basically the way, you taught me to. And so we're just, use a lot of, we're using a lot of things that I learned from you, and then also just some additional things I've learned along the way. AI is just amazing. So,
yeah. Oh yeah. It's changing the landscape of everything, including network marketing.
absolutely.
So your event is in Florence, right?
Yes, it's coming up. We haven't set the actual day yet, so I'm not posting the date yet because I've got a couple of speakers. I've got a guy coming in from Harvard that's going to come in and speak. You know, we want the really high end. We want to make this really high end and really over the top and with high quality people. So until we lock them in and when their availability is, you know, I'm not posting the exact dates.
Gotcha. So what kind of businesses are you targeting?
Well, I started out targeting, with this, I actually started out targeting just pressure washing companies because that's where I came from. And
Right.
so I started helping people in the pressure washing industry. And then from there, what I did after that was, I started talking to people in the local business. So we're just targeting local small businesses. And it's actually interchangeable business to business is, you know, from a nail salon to a med spa to a roofer, any sort of business, small service based company, or even, you know, retail companies. We can go in and help them use AI to just take it to the next level.
Oh, you definitely can. In fact, LinkedIn has gone through some major changes since the last time you and I worked together. And your ability to reach out and, you know, just like what I taught you for network marketing, apply to your cleaning business.
Yep.
You know, it applies to this too. And the world right now is being inundated
Mm-hmm.
all kinds of AI trainers. Oh, we got this, you know. But just to show you, if we come up here and we do a search
Mm-hmm.
for, well, we could type in business owner,
Mm-hmm.
all right? Now,
Yep.
what's changed is you can't do those 300 free
Yeah.
searches anymore. So you're gonna want one, you're gonna have to pay for LinkedIn, but it's worth it. And your
Yep.
choices, your best choices are gonna be either recruiter, sales navigator, which will
Mm-hmm.
help you find the most active people, or there's another one called Recruiter Lite. The advantage there is you can get people that have just joined LinkedIn, like in the last week, in the last 2 weeks. But so
Right.
if you come up here and we do a search for people that own a business, and then we come over here to location
Mm-hmm.
and we do Florence. Now,
Mm-hmm. Florence, South Carolina. There it is.
here we go. So right now they don't give you a number anymore.
Right.
What you have to do is if you're using Recruiter Lite or Sales Navigator, then you switch over there and it's a totally different plateau.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then so when it pops up, you got 2,400 people in Florence
Mm-hmm.
that are on LinkedIn, business owners, and 458 of them are either looking for business or they're looking to get into something new.
Right.
Now, what happens with I'm on Sales Navigate. I'm on Recruiter Lite. So I can come down here, okay, and I could find I do an advanced search. And so I can find the people that just jumped on LinkedIn yesterday, in the last week, in the last 2 weeks, and last month. So you got 9 people plus 4 is 13, 16, 20. So you got a total of 21 people that just created a profile on LinkedIn. And there are benefits to that in that they're just on. They don't know very much. The other feature with Recruiter Lite, with Sales Navigator, is you can find the people that are active, because that's what you're looking for. Now, just as a suggestion, I know you're having the event in Florence, but what you're teaching is a big deal, and there might be people in other cities around Florence
Yep.
that would come to your event if they knew
Oh, yeah.
about it.
Yeah, we
So
have people coming from Colombia and other places that have heard about it and have actually messaged me. So we do have people coming from other areas, and we're going to add, we're going to do a complete outreach at that point, as soon as we get that date locked in, which should be any day. And we're going to have that outreach where just to let people know that this is happening. And I've already got, the great thing is we've already got about 25 people that are like committed, and so the event, the cost of the event, everything's already taken care of by those commitments, everything. So it's great because we don't even have to use our own money to do the event. That's what's awesome.
well, I'm going to show you a couple of things. Let me come back and look at one of the things that LinkedIn has done. Now you've got 1,900 connections, and a lot of these people could very well be a prospect for what you're doing now. And so they've got a feature called Catch Up. And with Catch Up, you can see who you're connected to that's changed jobs. Now, Jan is a coaching student, and what we did was we went in and we made a couple of changes on his profile, and it blasted out a message to everybody that he's connected to. And he's already had 11 people that he's connected to. One person made a comment. We scroll down here. So this is just one of their features. And we're going to jump into Joe's account, because we just did it maybe 2 days ago, and he's already had 3 people that liked it and 1 person that made a comment. So this gives him an opportunity, if he wants to restart conversations with them. Another thing that Catch Up does is you work the birthdays. So anybody that's having a birthday, the thing with birthdays is you have to make sure that they're active. And the last thing, of course, you can do is you can change a date and do anniversaries. So I'm going to, just to demonstrate this, I'm going to jump out of my account. And another thing we noticed when we did it when we did it, again, remember, they're always making changes. So now in Joe's account, if we go over to his network, so he's got 4,800 people that he's connected to. And the key, so a third of these people are prospects, people that he's already connected to, that he could restart conversations with. So when we were doing it the other day, let's go over here to catch up. When we were doing it the other day, so these are people that he's connected to that are having a birthday. So let's go back to his profile. Well, actually, let's go back to his profile. And we're going to go to posts. And that's something that, okay, so he posted this 14 hours ago. Posting is going to be the most important activity. And when we made the change yesterday, the image that everybody is used to seeing changed. What we did was we made a change to his profile, and it blasted this out to all 4,800 people that he's connected to. Now, he's already had 3 people that liked it. So let's take a look at who they are. And let me unmute Joe. Okay, so Joe, now these are all people that you're directly connected to. Sometimes what happens is somebody that you're connected to shared it, so you're going to find people up here that are on your second level. Now, and you sent me a message and he said, I don't know any of these people. All right. Well, we know they're active because they responded to what you did. So what you have to do is you have to decide who of these people, do you want to reach out to? Now, this person here is in real estate. You're in real estate. So this is an easy one. Let's open up his profile. And let's see how long you've been connected to him. Well, you connected in June. And let's look at your message. Okay. So you made the connection. You sent the first message. He accepted you. You sent the second one, but you haven't reacted. There's no conversation. All right. So this is somebody that, for whatever reason, fell through the cracks. So with him, he's in real estate. Okay, so he look at his background. He's a real estate agent. And he's owned a financial services company. So he's a high-end guy. And all you have to do with him, and he said something here about held memberships. Stockbrokers. So basically, your strategy with him is going to be that all the things that you've done You know, you want to congratulate him on his success. And so you're going to want to, again, start the conversation with that thing. But the thing that's going to build that relationship with him is going to be your posts. Okay, your posts. So this is somebody that you definitely want to talk to. And so if we come over here and look at the message, now another thing that LinkedIn has done is they're going to let you star him. So you're going to be able to highlight the people that you don't want to lose track of. So let's go back. Here's a multilingual at an aluminum company. He's open to work. Now, what does that mean? It either means he's looking for customers or he's looking for something new. So he's got 10,000 followers, which means he's connected to 10,000 people. Let's see how long you've been connected to him. All right, so here's somebody that you initially connected with. Dan, this is what I mean. Joe's been connected to this guy since 2019. Okay, and we come down here. This, when we made changes before, this was what LinkedIn sent out. And just yesterday, now they've changed it. So you look at him. So he's working for this aluminum company. The question with him is going to be, why do you have the open to work frame around your picture? But let's come back up here for a second. Oh, he's in Texas. All right, now let's go to the third one. Founder of Plan Investments. Now, again, you kind of look at the picture, you look at the background, you look at he's the founder of Plan Investments. So he's been doing this now for 19 years. All right, and again, so there's people in 3 different categories. Now let's take a look at some of the things that he posted. But we know he's active because he liked what you do or what you posted. And all you did was you posted that you made a change to your profile. And he's reacting to that. He got that from Ketchup. So what happens now is you have to determine who are your best prospects. And you could determine that within 3 back and forth messages. And every time you're talking to somebody, come over here to your messages. So you've got messages coming in. So here, another person, this is somebody that you've been connected to since 2020. 2020, that's 5 years ago. And he's reacting to And he's trying to start a conversation with you, and you've missed it. You've never responded. So all of these people, they didn't like the message that you posted. It was even better. They sent you a direct message. Here's this one, here's this one. Look at all the people that reacted to that. And again, we have to decide who we want to follow up with. And when we do, what are we going to do? We're going to star them. So these are all the people that you want to make sure you follow up with. Then the whole thing the whole environment has just changed like it's a dream come true. I think I still have your cell phone number. You got a couple of minutes to talk? I got some ideas I want to share with you.
Oh yeah.
How does your yeah, I'm sure. How does your cell phone number end?
1957.
Okay, I'll make sure I've got it, and I'll give you a call right after we're done here. Or
I have a business line as well.
Just give me the number you want me to call you on.
1957 or 5407. Either one. It doesn't matter.
All right. Yeah. As soon as I'm done here, I'll give you a quick call.
Okay.
And yeah, look, folks, I got to tell you something. All right. What LinkedIn has done has dramatically changed the environment. Everybody's got a story. All of you are building stories. Your stories are going to be reflected. Let's go over to Dan's profile. Now, one of the things, again, that LinkedIn has done is now they can turn your profile cover into a slideshow. And so you have 5 messages floating across the top, right? Then you come down here and posting becomes critically important. And what you want to post are moving images, GIFs, because GIFs get shared 80 times more than any other post, any other kind of post. They get the most visibility and the most activity. And so what you have to do, and we talked about this, I talked about this yesterday with Joe, you need to post things that will appeal to the audience that you want to attract. And one of the key ways to do it is to post things that your audience would appreciate. And one of the things that they appreciate about what people post is things that they can share with their network. So if you're reaching out and you're trying to establish a relationship with teachers, making posts about education, and just to make this relevant, since Dan is looking to connect with business owners, okay, then the posts that Dan you want to make is, let's come up here and let's do quotes about money. You're talking to people. They're in business. All right. So we go over here, we take a look, and you've got all kinds. You will either learn to manage money or the lack of it will manage you. Okay, so what we do, add GIF. We want moving images. And well, here's one. Don't let money run your life. Another thing that you can do, now remember, we want something that moves. So you got making money is art, and working is art, and business is art, the best art. So you put things out there that people that own a business would appreciate getting. So in addition to you're posting your message to people, you're also providing insight and value. So one way is to do this. Another way is to, for example, one of the
Hey, Max,
yeah
may I interject real quick?
yeah
You know, one of the biggest things that I learned from you and from others as well, my current mentors and stuff like that now, that I've deal with a lot, is that the most important thing is providing that value. Give them more than you will get, is what I always hear. Give them more than you will get.
yeah.
You know, provide value, so much value that they say, wow, what? I mean, so no matter what the company that people are involved in, there's a ton of value there, or they wouldn't be in it. And so if they don't understand where that value is, I can say this is that whatever company they're in, whatever their products are, if they just put that into AI and say, hey, you know, act as a specialist of such and such a company and do some deep research and help me determine the highest value points that I can give to other people. And just use that as like a layout for what they're doing, or and then take somebody who is the top notch person in their business and say, hey, if this person were to work with me every single day side by side without giving me access to their network or their money, what would they have me do every day? And the AI, because they're high up in their companies, there's plenty of information out there about them, tons and tons of information about whoever it is they want to model after, and that will just give them a step-by-step layout and put the value in it, because you got to give value instead of trying to find out what they need. Give them what they want, and then they will reveal what they need. You know, does that make sense?
Totally.
And so that's what I learned is the biggest thing. Provide them value more than they could ever give you right now. You know, because that's what's going to drive your business.
Now, for example, you go to this website, All Author, and we could go to Warren Buffett quotes. All right. Now, what's nice about these, again, they're quotes, but they move. So the most important thing to do if you find yourself in a hole is to stop digging. So you just click on it and you scroll down. And so now what you're posting moves. And anybody that's in business would appreciate that. So here's by top, let's go to money. Number one rule, never lose money. number 2 rule. Never forget rule number 1. So again, these are subtle, but again, what they're doing is they're providing value, and people that appreciate, they start looking for, they look for them. And in some cases, if they have a large audience, they will share them with their connections, because everybody wants to be an influencer. So you come down here, he's got quotes about, so you've got different quotes about, these are all of his quotes by topic. And quoting people that have a lot. For example, let's see. Look at hers. People first, then money, then things.
Hello, Max.
Yeah.
Hey, so I lost connection. I saw that you unmuted me.
Oh, did you hear, because I went through all 3 people that reacted and responded to what you did. Were you on to that?
No, I didn't hear that. I lost connection right now. Right before that happened, I lost
All right.
connection. I just got it back.
So what I'll do is I'll give you a call, and maybe I can do it maybe 1:30, and I'll go over with it. Or
Okay.
yeah, or it could end
Or I
up
can do it
on,
tonight.
I think. Well, yeah, but I'll tell you, I'm recording this, so it's going to end up on
Okay.
my YouTube channel. You can catch it there. But we'll definitely go over it.
Okay, I'll wait till 1:30. Okay, thank you.
Okay, now as for the rest of you, again, it's all about activity, and I can't emphasize it enough. Making the connection is one thing. Starting the conversation, part of the process. What builds the relationship, what provides the value, is what they get from you in your posts. So you identify who your ideal prospects are. If it's fitness instructors or personal trainers, if you're people that are into health and nutrition, then you post things that they would appreciate. And not only will they appreciate it, but they will share it with other people. Dan's situation is a little different in that he is who he is. The service that he provides is what it is. And his posts, again, Dan has to stand out from his competition because, I mean, if I go over to Facebook right now, so here's an affiliate system that aligns with Christian values. I could go in, I mean, it's like every day there's somebody posting something about artificial intelligence, AI. And AI, artificial intelligence, is outrageous. Outrageous. But what you do has to resonate with the market that you're trying to reach. They're all here trying to I mean, there are so many different ways that people are trying to attract people. I mean, I could literally spend 2 hours talking to you about reels. And again, reels are another way to attract a following, to attract an audience. And you have people out there that, I mean, literally they make them. So, some of the reels that they're incredibly effective. They capture your attention. I mean, makes you want to stay off cruise ships. But I mean, that's what social media is changing. The landscape is changing, and as Dan mentioned, you can literally, and that's one of the reasons why we created Max GPT, to help all of you understand the power of providing value and holding people's interest. Folks, if you haven't registered for the retreat this weekend, there's still time for you to do it. And I will, Diana, just look at my schedule. Are you available in an hour? Might be better for me.
Yeah, I can be. I might be meeting with, if I'm meeting with somebody at the time when you call, just I'll let you know. But because I have a meeting and I'm just not sure, I'm waiting for them to contact me.
All right, that's what I'll do. I'll contact, give me 5 minutes and I'll give you a call.
All right, no problem.
Bye. And for the rest of you, if you're not acting, you're not taking action, you're losing money. And by the way, you want to talk about AI? The music that you hear, the lyrics were all created by AI.
It's the Max method, built to last. Social selling, scaling fast. Calling the father, the go-to name. Max Steingart, he changed the game.
They picked the words right off my website, put it to music. It's a whole new world.
Awesome.